Okay, welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the stock market today. This is the S&P 500 futures we're looking at here. We'll look at the weekly, the daily, and the trade of the day, or it could be trades of the day. It was kind of a quiet day, and then it turned out to be a little bit of a blockbuster hit, so to speak, at the end of the day. But looking at here at the weekly chart, one thing that stands out to me is how this is the 50-week moving average right here. And here I've set the 24-week. We set it to 20. And we will take a look at those. Whoops, don't want to do that. Set that to 20. And I'm looking at how far this is removed from both these simple moving averages. So what do I think is going to happen? I think price is going to make its way all the way back down to this 50. Now the 50 is rising, whatever, doesn't really matter. Okay, who knows, something out here. Okay, maybe it's in this time frame over here. All right, maybe it's this one, something like this. Maybe like right around in here. So 4,700 maybe, something in this area. If this continues to rise like this, if it stalls and begins to roll over, then these will be in the rollover too. But in any case, I think that's where we're headed. We're, at some point here, this price is going to return back down to these simple moving averages. Keeping in mind that at the moment they're still rising, but that's what I think is going to happen. We're going to start seeing that. Okay. Maybe not right now, today or tomorrow, but that's going to happen here probably, whatever, a few weeks, couple weeks, sometime in February. I think we'll start, maybe even sooner, start to see the price. Well, we're almost on February now. Another 9 days, 10 days till we hit February 1st. So maybe two more trading weeks. This could go up a little higher. Then we start seeing some stuff go down. Okay, there's our next cycle low, March 31st. Some diversion shown up here that's kind of blasted through the divergence. Okay. Sitting up here at 77. With the MACD at 138, this is pretty high for the weekly. It's like, if you look back over here, whoops, hitting the recorder. This was 138. Right now we're at 138. Okay, this number right here, exactly the same number we had right here. Right? Okay, so almost exactly where we were back here as far as the peak of the actual numerical value of the MACD on the weekly chart. So I don't think there's too much more in this. It could go up to 5,000, whatever, 49.50, whatever it's going to do. But I don't think there's too much more left in this. Let's see, this was like right, where was this exactly? Let me clear the screen here. Yeah, it happened right at the peak of this candlestick. At that time it was 70 on the SMI, and right now we're at 77. So this looks very peaky to me. Things are really beginning to get peaked out. The MACD is pretty high. The SMI is pretty high. I don't think this has too much more to go before it rolls over. Okay, keep that in mind. I think that's coming. All right, let's take a look at the daily. Okay, really small range day. It was like super tight all day until the very end of the day. And then we got a little bounce there at the end of the day. Hit all-time new highs here, 49.02. But tight range day, 27.75. Last 2 days have been tight, but this is what happens when markets are bullish. They just kind of creep their way, or I should say, crawl their way. Look at how they just crawls up. Okay, you get these small little days. It just keeps crawling up. So that's what's going on here. 72, not particularly elevated there at 72, but it is elevated. Let's see, over here we had 86 and 83, and over here was 83. So we're only at 72. I could see it going higher. Yep. Okay, so I could see us coming up more. Does it reach 5,000? That I can't say, but I think we probably will continue to go up here a little bit longer still. But this is getting kind of elevated. We'll keep an eye on this. And of course, members, I will let you know about my personal opinion about what I think the market's going to do as far as the universe data goes. I always do in the nightly email. Okay, I actually said to the members last night that there was going to be a big move in the market, either today or very soon. Okay, so that's kind of information they're getting. Now, I didn't tell them it was going to be up or down. but at least they know my opinion is going to be a big move. Okay. Now, what does the data say today? Well, become a member, stick around to the end of the video, and you can get the nightly email. And I'll tell you what I think. Am I always right? No, I'm not always right, but I'm right quite a bit. It's been one heck of a run with me with profits almost every day. I've been profitable. Some days I'm not as profitable as much as other days. Occasionally I do lose money. It happens. Okay. So how about that for an honest trader? Someone doesn't just get on YouTube and tell you, oh, I just made millions and I'm the best options trader and futures trader and trader of traders. I'm the king of traders. And they just, they do give you all this baloney with their infomercials about how they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, They never show any trades, of course. But I've been showing my trades. I don't have any trades to show today, but I've been showing my trades every day for like the last 2-3 weeks. Every day I've been showing my trades. Sometimes it's $1,000. Sometimes it's $1,200. Sometimes it might be whatever. It might be a few hundred. Whatever it is. Okay, but these guys never show their trades. Because I question, if you can't show your trades, and your infomercial that you're putting out saying you're the best thing ever, trying to sell people memberships, is garbage, because you can't even prove that your own membership works. You just put out this fancy membership promo video that they do, right? They put out these promo videos and they got girls around them and their diamond rings and they're sitting by cars and big fancy houses and over in Southern California or wherever they're at. And they go, and everybody goes, ooh, flashy. But you don't ever see a trade in any of those infomercials. Never. They put up some fancy charts, but you don't know. You never see any of their own profits or losses. They never share them. I've never seen it happen. Because it's all baloney. There's one or two guys on the internet that do show their trades, and for them I give them kudos, because guess what? At least they're honest. They show their trades. They even show their losses sometimes. And I do too occasionally if I have a loss. I haven't had very many losses lately. But these are like far and few between people that actually do this, right? Most people are just trying to sell you garbage. Okay. I mean, my membership is $7.99. It's crazy cheap. Even if, let's just say you made a mistake and you bought my membership and it totally just fails you. Well, you only spent $7.99, right? I mean, it isn't like you lost a few $100 or something, So that's the other thing it makes me chuckle about these expensive memberships. First, they don't show you any of their trades, proving to back up their word that they're good at what they do, and then they charge these crazy amount of money. It's total nonsense. Why would you ever subscribe and pay membership to somebody that can't prove that their service actually works? Testimonies are nice. Like, they might give customer testimonies, but it's better if they actually show that they use their own service and it works, like what I do. I actually show the fact that I use my service every day. All right, so daily chart 4902. We can delete this right here. Not sure if we're going to get any kind of low here or not. The 31st there. As we get closer to these dates out here, I'll start putting in the labels. But just for so this is like the middle of March over here. This right here. And we'll keep an eye on these cycles to see if anything changes between now and then. But for right now, this kind of middle of March looks pretty hairy. That would be kind of the projected low, right? So we might see some, I don't know, we might see some stuff starting to happen. I don't know. We'll just got to pay attention to the market, and there will be a behavior change, and we'll be able to pick up on it. But right now, the market's still bullish. All right, let's switch over to the trades of the day. All right, here we are on the 15-minute chart. There's quite a few trades today on the 5-minute chart as well, but we'll stick with the 15-minute chart for now. I think of all the trades of the day that stood out to me the most was this one right here at 10:30 a.m. my time here in Texas. This thing was pretty easy to trade. This one over here is really good too. They're both these trades are excellent. Okay, so the Get Us Plus indicator came in here at, this first one came in at 7 a.m. Did get a little dinky little violet or purple candlestick, rolled over. And even if you did trade right away right here, which I don't always recommend doing that, Actually, I don't give recommendations. I just give my opinion. My opinion is not to do that right away. But wait for this to roll over. It kind of gave you a false kind of sense it's going to roll over here. So even if you got in this candlestick, eventually it made okay. Looks like, let's see, where was this close at? 84, and it's got down to about 78. So 6 points, maybe catch about four or five of this pre-market stuff. Actually, it wasn't all pre-market. Just a little bit of this was pre-market, and the rest of this was morning session. So like I said, it was a really quiet day in the beginning of the day. But right there, you're looking at pretty decent profit. I'm going to say you catch about 5 points of this, maybe 6. Okay, super nice. This one was even way better. This came in at 10:30 a.m. Begins to roll up, get into the trade. It plays around for a little while, and then the rest of the day, it just monster mashed it. And really, after I think it was like right here, 130, 145, the market just took off. Look at this thing, just went huge. Went to all-time new highs. So if you were patient, look at this thing. Just on the 15-minute chart, if you just watched it all day, from 10 o'clock all the way to 2 o'clock, to like 1, hello phone, all the way to like 1:15, probably get out right there. Maybe not. So that's like about 11 to 12 points. Pretty nice. Maybe 10. And then I think it surprised a few people. It'll pull back and took off pretty hard. Right, this was actually this all happened. Well, not all of it, but a lot of this happened after the intraday closed. Really nice run up at the very end of the futures session, because futures trade about an hour longer than the intraday. So both those trades are super nice. Even if you got on this one later. Okay, you'd have to know this was going up. This is kind of tricky here. This alert, to be honest with you, is probably pretty hard to interpret. But these two are money. This one was definitely going to be a challenge to interpret. But it was in positive territory, gapping up. You have to really pay attention to this one. You can't just go off the SMI. You got to really watch the MACD as it began to gap like that, get wide in here. That's momentum. You got to pay attention. Some people get caught out and start trading down because they're just looking at this kind of short-term momentum and not paying attention to the MACD. I know because I've done it. All right. Okay, so if you want to become a member, that's great. There's a link just below this video on YouTube. There's some instructions there in the description below the video. Just make sure you read them really, really carefully so you don't have any problems joining. Once you do that, you can click on the Discord link there. It's going to bring you to this server. Then you're going to click on Server Shop here. Takes you to this page. $7.99, guys. So I said earlier, it's crazy cheap. This kind of price is so cheap, even if you make a mistake and you just can't figure out how to use a service, which that's not likely, but let's just say you're one of those people, it just doesn't work out for you. Big deal. It's $8. Let's talk about briefly what you get here. You get the 3 streaming charts, which is the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the 1 hour streaming charts. I guess you call it 60-minute if you want to. And they all have that Get Us Plus indicator on that I showed in the trade of the day. And the 1 hour chart has the cycle analysis on it, which is really nice. Which lately the cycles, when you're in a very bullish market, the cycles are not quite as effective. But they do sometimes show a pause in the market, which today exactly what it did. It showed a pause in the market, so it's still useful. Just don't expect big pullbacks on the cycles when the market is bullish. But you can use it as a indication to buy the dip, so to speak, when the market's bullish. So that's really nice. So those are 3 streaming charts that come with the membership. So when you join, you just click on S&P 500 stream down here. You'll get to all 3 streaming charts with the Get Us Plus indicator and the cycle analysis. And I usually have some simple moving averages on there as well. Now the Get Us Plus indicator, when it alerts that there might be a trade, it sends an alert over to this S&P 500 alerts channel. So even if you're not watching the streaming charts, you can still get alerted on the Discord app here. Okay, which this Discord app will load on your Windows PC, desktop, laptop. It will load on your phone, but like I said, make sure you read the instructions. below the video before you do that. Okay, in addition to the streaming charts and the alerts for the S&P 500, we also have alerts that go out for gold, crude oil, top 30 stocks, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. And there's some daily alerts in there too. Now, these don't have streaming charts because you can't stream everything. Just the S&P 500 is getting streamed, but these do have the alerts, just not the streams, okay? Premium symbols. I put anywhere from 2 to 4 files worth of premium symbols every day into this channel. Like today, I think I saw, if I remember, I think I saw gold in there, futures. There's some future symbols in there for gold. There's optionable stocks in there. There is industry symbols in there. There is short symbols. So that's what you find in that channel. Pretty nice. Currency. I haven't traded in a while, but sometimes I trade currency. So that would be, usually I trade the futures, but it would apply to Forex probably as well. Aussie dollar, the British pound, the euro dollar. Usually those three are the big ones I'm trading if I do trade it. Okay, Get Us Plus only post. This is my channel only. It's a read only for everybody else, but you can still go in there. This is where I post like this video, for instance. I'll post a link in here. So all the members can go there and get the link and watch the video. You can even watch the video on the Discord server if you want to, or you can open up in YouTube. Either way to work. Okay. And anytime, and also every night, I'll put out a nightly email. So if you want to get the nightly email, make sure you put your email address in here. Okay. And I attached the S&P 500 chart to that nightly email. It's a daily chart. And it has the cycle analysis on there, and it might have sometimes I put on there support and resistance lines. And also I give a sentence or two, maybe a paragraph at the most, of my opinion about what I think the market's going to be doing, okay? Solar activity, I do monitor that. Believe it or not, that affects the market and a lot of other things in the world. Fixed income, I trade corporate bonds from time to time, so if I do, those will go in there. And then these two channels are just general chat. Most of us are chatting in the S&P 500 channel, but there's some chat that goes on here too. If you have a support issue for email, put it in this emails only channel. Okay, so if it's support regarding emails, just throw it in there, say, hey, something's up with my email, whatever. If it's any other support, put it in member chat, okay? So that's all the channels you get, all of this, for the $7.99, okay? Right. It's extreme value, guys. It's crazy. I should be charging $50 a month. But, whatever. For now, we'll keep it there. This general channel is open to the public, but there's nothing in there. It's just more like, welcome to the server. That's it. Take me to your leader, that stuff. Okay, the last thing is the rules. Please read the rules. Okay, I don't tolerate any nasty, vulgar language, profanity, any nasty pictures, any of that kind of stuff. Please be nice to everybody else. These rules basically say be nice to everybody else. If you're not, and you start doing nasty things on the server, being rude, everything else I already mentioned, I'm going to kick you. If you keep doing it, I'm going to ban you. Okay, so don't make me be the bad guy. Just be nice when you come on the server. Also, there is the refund rules are in there, and there's a disclaimer in there that I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, I only give my opinion. All right, I think that covers it, guys and gals. So like I said, if you want to become a member, click on the link, come to Get a Server, click on Server Shop, brings you to this page here, okay? $7.99 a month. I think that covers it. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.